This is the Awkward GM Corbin, and this is a campaign diary for my Werewolf the Forsaken game. One of my players isn't able to make it tonight because of work stuff, so I'm planning to do a one-on-one session with my other player. And so I'm thinking either we do a session that is about their first change into becoming a werewolf, or we do, and this is probably what we'll end up doing, is doing a sort of scouting mission of the territory so that the player knows what's going on and that they can then report this to the other player so that they know what to expect for next session and stuff like that. And this way we can sort of have a bit of a back and forth at the very least, and we can have our full session hopefully at a rain date schedule, which is going to be for Friday, and hopefully I'll have a session 2 campaign diary by then. We're going to cut to black. I'm going to thank the patrons. I'd like to thank our patrons Echo B and The Bohemian for supporting the channel. So the session went pretty well. I've got my notes right in front of me, but essentially my player, who was playing a character called Melanie, decided to look at the list of people who were auditioning for a play that was going to be held in their PAC domain, which is the Dedham Community Theater, essentially. And my long-distance player, who can't play currently but is playing sort of remotely by me sending her questions and her responding back, she decided that the theater was going to run the musical Chicago. So Melanie decided to look and see if she noticed anyone on the list who was trying out that she might have recognized. She found this guy named Rob Thompson, who works with her at the Dedham police station. He's an officer, and Melanie is a dispatcher. When Melanie went to a nearby bar to find him, she was able to see that with her werewolf vision that a spirit was hanging around Rob as he was drinking. So she got a dark and stormy and decided to investigate a little bit. Talk to her totem spirit, whose name is Fletch, that this Fletch is a spirit of nature and wisdom, and essentially talking to that spirit, it was able to give her a book, a tome of spirits, specifically spirits that are based off of spirits, like liquor. And found out that this spirit was likely a IPA spirit based off of beer. And we gave the spirit the name Harper as a joke to Harpoon Brewery. She talked to Rob, who was being affected by the spirit, and he mentioned how he was feeling depressed because there was this file clerk who worked there named Ryan, who died in a police dog accident, but they weren't able to find the police dog. And that's actually because Melanie was the one that killed this file clerk with her first change. Additionally, Melanie decided to try and talk to this alcohol spirit by sort of disrupting its feeding process. It was feeding off of Rob drinking beer, so she made him drink different alcohol to get the spirit to not be able to get resonance off of him. The spirit was a little bit upset with this, and they had a one-on-one in a secluded part of the restaurant, in the bathroom, and the spirit basically was like, "Stop getting up in my grill in my territory," and Melanie essentially said, "Hey, I'll make this the best bar in the world. I'll get people coming here all the time, getting drunk, so you can feed off of resonance. Just don't feed off of the resonance of a single person. Don't possess someone or fetter to them." And the spirit agreed, but the spirit also let her know that another brood of spirits actually had this area as their territory in the Hissel, in the shadow or spirit world, if you will. And so she pushed her senses across the gauntlet and saw that there was a spirit of loneliness that was basically sucking the resonance, the essence from these people. Now, because it was across the gauntlet, it wasn't doing much, but it was definitely making this place a sort of less busy area. So what she did was she got everyone to start saying tub thumping. I get knocked down, but I get up again song, if you know what that is. So she managed to do that, which got the spirit ticked off with her. And I'm not sure if spirits can normally see across the gauntlet. I don't think they can, but it got upset with her and used one of its powers, reached across the gauntlet to essentially make her vomit. And she got so upset with this that she went to her totem spirit and said, hey, I need to get back at this spirit of isolation and depression that made me vomit. And she got her spirit to open up a shadow gate. Because the totem spirits are rank 3, I think. So I think it was possible for it to do this. And I just went with it, opened up a gateway, and she just sort of jumped through it, found out the Dedham spiritual landscape is a wasteland, and then vomited onto the isolation spirit. Yeah, so that's the start of my game. She managed to get back through the shadow gate before the isolation spirit was able to cross over with her. But now she understands a little bit more about how this town is working, and we're gonna have a session on Friday with the whole party and see where things go. Thank you so much for watching and my rambling. I hope you have a good one.